Hey folks, Crazy Clemorady here again. And this time we're going to look at game number 5 in our 20 from the Sega CD series. And this is part of the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. This is the only one made for the Sega CD, and this is simply called Sonic CD. And this was created by Sega and Sonic Team in 1993. This introduced some very cool elements to the Sonic series. And this also has an unbelievably awesome soundtrack, one of the best for the system. I love this Sonic Boom song here. I remember I bought this and I was blown away by so many cool things in the game. This also has a really impressive animated cutscene coming up here, in which the Sonic Boom song is playing in the background, and it shows Sonic running around at super fast speeds, and he is trying to rescue a planet from the evil Dr. Robotnik's clutches. And there is time travel introduced in this game. It is a very cool concept, and it's not entirely pulled off the way I'd like it to be, but it's still a neat idea. And Sonic can travel backwards or forwards in time and alter the fate of various zones or stages in the game. And by doing that with every single stage, then he can make a good future and be able to get the best ending. Alternately, Sonic can play every special stage, and to go to a special stage you have to get 50 rings when you get to the end. And beating a special stage gets Sonic a time stone, and if he collects all 7, then he will get the best ending. And we'll go ahead and get started in a minute here. But I put in a code that allows me to I might have put in the no, I didn't put in the cheat code yet. There is a cheat code that allows you to go to a debug screen, and that allows you to change into various different objects in the game. I didn't do that yet. I'll do that later, actually. If you've played any of the earlier Sonic games, I think Sonic 1, 2, and 3 came out before this, you might be familiar with the character Tails and the character Knuckles. Neither of them are in this game, and I'm going to travel to the past. And to travel to either the past or the future, you have to touch a sign that says either past or future. And then you have to build up enough speed so that Sonic leaves a trail of flash behind him. And you have to keep it up long enough to be able to travel. Now, if you go to the past, there will be more enemies than in the future, but you will have 2 things that you need to look for and destroy. The first is some sort of enemy generator, and I think you will see the character Metal Sonic manning it, and you will need to destroy that. And then you will need to find what is it? A cage in which animals are kept. Good animals. Whoops. It's really hard to get into that little spot there. I like the game saying past or future, depending on which sign you touched. The invincibility monitor that you can jump on, the duration of invincibility is longer in this game than in the original Sonic, or maybe even Sonic 2 as well. I didn't really play Sonic 3. I've seen footage of it. The graphics are really awesome in that. I'll do a Sega Genesis series someday, and I'll have a look at that game then. You can speed Sonic up by pressing down or up and the jump button, and he'll run fast when you let go. But like I said, if you go in the past or the future, well, if you go into the past, then you'll see the two things that you'll need to destroy, which is again the projector, and then once you destroy that, then you'll need to go look for the animal cage that you'll need to destroy. Once you destroy those two things, one after the other, then you will have gotten a good ending, or a good future for that particular stage. The zones, which have 3 stages apiece, are Palm Tree Panic, which I'm currently on, Collision Chaos, Tidal Tempest, Quartz Quadrant, Wacky Workbench, Stardust Speedway, and Metallic Madness. And again, if you get 50 rings and go across the ending of the stage, then you'll go to a bonus stage. And the bonus stage is definitely one of the lesser things about Sonic CD, and it's really quite disappointing, I think. A system that prided itself on sprite scaling and rotation really lets you down with the way that looks in the bonus stage, and we're about to go to it. See, you get that giant ring appearing if you get 50 rings and go across the end. So you jump in that giant ring and you get to play the bonus stage, or the special stage. It kind of looks cool here, but the movement is so choppy, or the scrolling is so choppy. Your goal here is to jump through all the blimps before the time runs out. And if you run into the water, the time will move much faster downwards. So try to avoid doing that. And you slow down if you run in the grass. There will also be arrows that you can touch, and they'll speed you in a certain direction that they're pointing. Oops. Yeah, stay out of the water if you can. There will also be things that... Whoops, damn it. There we go. That didn't look so hard, but later on there will be more blimps and more dangers. There will be these things that you can run across, and they'll make you lose all your rings. You don't have to have rings in this stage, though, but it does slow you down. So I got one of the time stones. Again, stay out of the water. That'll run your time way down very fast. So now we go to the second. What I thought were the stages, they're actually called zones. So there are 3 zones in each. I think it's called act, and there are 7 acts. So yeah, you need to either destroy the enemy generator and the cage if you go to the past, or you need to get the 7 time stones from the bonus stages in order to get the good ending once you beat all the acts, or the zones in the acts. Yeah, if you're spinning, sometimes there will be walls that you can take out. Yeah, the soundtrack is the best part about this game. Yeah, sometimes you need to let that spin charge up a little bit more. I still like the first Sonic the Hedgehog very, very much. It was so revolutionary. Yeah, this has such a great soundtrack, but there are some elements that are kind of disappointing about it, I think. Yeah, I used to have this. I snapped it up right away because I was a big Sonic the Hedgehog fan. I wasn't disappointed, for sure. This is a great game. And there's that cage that I needed to destroy, and that sound effect meant that I will get a good ending when I beat this stage. But you would have to do that for every act in the game, and that's a pretty tall order. So if you could just get the 7 time stones from the bonus stages instead, that would be a lot easier in order to get the best ending. Yeah, remember that the invincibility lasts longer in this game than previous Sonic games. Note that I only have 41 rings, so I won't get that giant ring, and I can't go to the bonus stage. See there, it says Sonic made a good future. But yeah, you would have to do that in every single zone, and that's a pretty tall order. We're going to, I think, see me go to the future. In order to make a good future, you can't do that in the future. You have to go to the past. We'll just look at what it's like to go into the future. I'm not going to do a full playthrough. That would take way too long. Oftentimes, you get a different soundtrack. You get a different stage layout in the past or the future. It's worth definitely checking out these different areas. The future has less enemies in it, whoops, than the past. But you need to go to the past, like I said, and destroy the enemy generator and the animal cage in order to get the good future. And you have to get across the ending of the stage. And the future, if you've made a good future already by going through the past and destroying those 2 things I told you, you can go to the future and you'll have an easy stage. There will be no enemies, and there might be the character known as was that Amy the Hedgehog? She is Sonic crazy. She's just head over heels in love with Sonic. She runs around with hearts floating from her. She tries to glomp onto him. And we're going to see, from this point on, I think, mostly snippets of each remaining zone, except for here. Now, if you can get that invincibility right off the bat and hurry off to the end, then you will face the first boss, Dr. Robotnik. And if you still have the invincibility going on, you can easily take him out like that. Isn't that nice? So if you can grab that invincibility right away and then head towards the end real quick, you can make short work of him. And then you gotta destroy that thing that's holding all those, I guess, seeds that turn into flowers when they pop out. You get an extra life. Can't remember if it's every 50,000, but there are also Sonic 1-up monitors that you can destroy and get an extra life. And there's Amy, was it? Yeah, Amy the Hedgehog, I think. And she gets captured here by Metal Sonic, and you will have to face him later in the game. And this is Collision Chaos. Tidal Tempest is kind of a recreation of that underwater stage in the first Sonic game, which was kind of nightmare fuel for when you are running out of oxygen. A very intense countdown would play if you were low on oxygen, and you would have to find an air bubble to catch and restore the oxygen timer. And here is me employing the cheat. It is a debug cheat, and we'll look later at how to activate that. But you can change Sonic into a different character in the game's sprites. And you press B to change Sonic, and you can cycle through the different sprites with the A button, and then you place it with the C button, and then you press B again to change Sonic, or change back into Sonic. And you'll see the numbers being screwy in score, time, and rings. If you want to get the best ending, it's kind of difficult if you're going to use the cheat. Here's another boss. Although you can just keep bumping his platform to destroy them, and you won't even really have to face him. Now here is Tidal Tempest. Here's the water stage. This has kind of a cool music track. All the games have great music, or all the stages or acts or whatever have fantastic music, and this is one I really, really remember. And da-da-da-dee. Yeah, every stage in the game will allow you to go to the past or the future. And there's another generator of the air bubbles. There's a pipe that whisks you to a different area. Yeah, this was one of my favorite stages in the whole game. And there I get to do the bonus stage. Yeah, I like those little yellow platforms that make you fly through the air for a while. Yeah, those little black teeth things, or trap things, will make you fall and lose a little bit of time. And then there's these red platforms that'll flip you really high into the air. Yeah, we're not going to do, like I said, we're not going to do a full playthrough. We'll just do snippets of the remainders of the stages. My favorite Sonic game is probably going to be number 2. But I definitely like this one quite a bit. But that special stage or bonus stage it's really a big disappointment. But yeah, we'll just see snippets of the remainder of the remaining stages or acts or whatever. See, yeah, even though I'm collecting rings with this debug code, it makes the numbers loopy. And even if you did collect 50, you might not be able to go to the bonus stage. Oops. And in this part, we just keep bopping on Robotnik. We've got invincibility for a little while. Now we're going to get to the end of the stage here. Or zone, whatever. And here is where you got to collect his shield bubbles, and they will restore your oxygen. And you gotta watch out for the bullets that he releases here and there. And eventually you'll be able to destroy his ship there. And the tide will drop back down and you'll be able to breathe again. Yeah, we'll just see snippets of the remaining zones, acts, stages, whatever. Yeah, the things that Sonic can collect that can help him are the shoes, which speeds him up. There's the invincibility icon. He can collect 1-ups. He can get extra rings in 10-count increments. Yeah, Wacky Workbench is another one of my favorite stages. Largely because there's platforms that spring you way, way, way high in the air, and it's really kind of a cool effect. But we're not quite there. This is still a quartz quadrant. One thing I didn't mention yet is that compared to other Sonic games, this one has probably bigger levels. And later in the game, you can get lost and forget which way you wanted to go. And this boss is interesting. This form of Robotnik will send spike balls, which will drop, and they will scatter shrapnel, and you have to watch out and not get slammed into the spikes on the far left. And sending those spike balls out at you will cause his platform to continue to drop, and it'll eventually be destroyed. And in that effect, you've beaten him. And now we're going to Wacky Workbench. Like I said, I love the I love that platform. It's so cool. It sends you so ridiculously high in the air. Watch out for that little thing, though, that freezes you. This is just such an impressive soundtrack. Being the Sega CD, it takes full advantage of the system's capability to have a better soundtrack than the other Sonic games. And there I used the debug code or debug trick to change Sonic into something else, and then move closer to the end of the level, or out of an area that I didn't like being in. Again, if you're using the debug trick, you press B to change Sonic into one of the sprites on that stage. And to lay that sprite down, you press C, and you can cycle through the other ones by pressing A repeatedly. See, it says rings 718, but it didn't show the giant ring that I could go into to go to the special stage, or the bonus stage. Sorry, maybe at some point the sounds in this game might not have been synced properly. This boss, you have to watch out for falling rocks or falling platforms. Whoops. Using the debug code may keep you from running out of rings. But your goal on this boss is to keep going up to higher floors. You bop the Dr. Robotnik form, and then you have to get on those giant boulders and ride them up to the next platform, and repeat. This was among the first handful of games that I got for the Sega CD. I think mine came with it came with Sewer Shark, and then I think Night Trap might have been the next one I got, and then maybe Sonic CD after that. I don't remember for sure. This stage has cannons that shoot you out in different directions. Yeah, Metallic Madness, which is the next act. That is one where you can kind of get lost. It is so vast, such a huge stage. Now, if you're wondering, at the bottom left there's a cycling number. That is from the emulator that I used, which is Kega Fusion. And the graphics got all funky when I tried to record just using the emulator's video recording system or whatever. And so I used Bandicam so that the colors wouldn't get all messed up. Unfortunately, it shows like a frame cycle or something number at the bottom left, so that's what that is. And now I have a race against Metal Sonic, and you have to not get zapped by Robotnik's laser. He will follow behind the both of you. Anytime you come up to spikes, Metal Sonic will plow through them, and he will have a shield on that will hurt you. Ah, damn it. And you have to find a way to beat him, otherwise you are dead. And there will be some higher platforms that you can jump on, and you will be able to maybe create some separation between you and Metal Sonic. You are definitely faster than him. but you will still need whatever means you can get to be faster than him. Ah, damn it. Yep, Dr. Robotnik killed me. It's automatic death even if you have invincibility or a cheat on. But this is what it's like to beat Metal Sonic. And then you just go to the right. And hey, you can free Amy the Hedgehog. And she embraces you tightly. Sonic does not reciprocate her feelings. And here is the rather huge Metallic Madness area. Yeah, you gotta watch out for that double-bladed thing there. Yeah, that was clumsy. And they might be able to grab you, but they'll probably hurt you there unless you've got the debug trick. Yeah, we'll look at the debug trick and a whole slew of other tricks later on. There's a lot of hidden surprises in this game. This is definitely worth checking out if you are collecting Sega CD games. This is definitely a must. This is kind of hard to get your timing right here. Even though the bonus stages are a big old letdown, this is well worth getting if you like Sega CD games. I think Zone 2 in particular, I got lost in. Those crushers will kill Sonic if they pin him. And Sonic will run around on those gears, and you need to press the jump button to get off of them. Yeah, this is where I really got lost. Even on the third stage, or the third zone, yeah, you can be shot up in the air from those crushers if you're riding them up. Yeah, the third stage, or third zone, where you fight Dr. Robotnik, even on those you can go to the past or the future. So we're almost to the end of the game. The final showdown with Dr. Robotnik is at the end of this stage, or this zone. We'll use the use the debug trick. Yikes! Ah, damn it! Oops. This is like one of the few places in the game where you can actually fall through an abyss and die. There's not very many of them in Sonic CD. And this is one of the parts where you can go into the background via that turnstile there. And you'll need to do it to avoid these spikes. Whoops. See, it spins you into the background. And shortly after that, there will be these lightning bugs or something, and you'll need to kill one after another. So you kill him, and two more appear. And we're just about to face the final Dr. Robotnik. these rotating parts on his ship here. You need to jump on him at like the right angle, or where he's got an opening. You can't jump on those parts that shot off of him. Just keep bopping him when he's got an opening. Yeah, if you were a big fan of the earlier Sonic games, you might be kind of disappointed that there's neither Tails nor Knuckles in this. No, I still enjoy it quite a bit. And here we will get the bad ending, and we save Amy the Hedgehog. Yeah, Sonic really never quite had a romantic interest in her, and he just kind of runs off. Doesn't want to stick around for her romantic intentions. We see the chain that held this planet breaking apart, but there's Dr. Robotnik with one of the time stones at least, which indicates that you did not get them, so you did not get the good ending or the best ending. He does chuck a rock at him. You see a Dr. Robotnik face appear in the cloud. And here is the ending credits for Sonic CD. Well, this was Sonic CD, created by Sega and Sonic Team in 1993. This was game number 5 in our 20 from the Sega CD series, or Mega CD series. We will also look at the good ending, in which either you got a good future created by destroying the two objects in the past for every single zone in the game. And if you get proficient at destroying the blimps in the bonus stages, that's a much easier way to go, because you only need to you only need to collect 7 of them, and then you've got a good future for every zone throughout the rest of the game. Sonic Racing Metal Sonic. This is the debut of Metal Sonic in Sonic CD. I believe that's correct anyway. And we'll scoot forward to the end of the credits. And we'll see a little message that says, try again. Yeah, you didn't get the best ending. You'll see a bad future version of that planet appear on another chain. But like I said, if you can get all 7 time stones by going through the bonus stages and beating them, destroying all the blimps in time, then you will be able to get the best ending. And see, there they all are. And if you get 50 rings, you don't get to go to a bonus stage after that. There won't be a giant ring appearing, because you've already gotten all the time stones that you could get. This starts off similar to the bad ending that we just saw, but it becomes different in a little bit here. But again, there are two ways that you can get the best ending right here. And you can get, you can destroy the enemy generator and then the animal cage for every single zone in the game. So that's 7 stages times 3, 21. That's a tall order. You know, after you get a past, after you touch a pass sign, and then go to the past, and then destroy those two things. So it's, if you can get acclimated to the bonus stage, it's much easier to just get 7 time stones. I didn't. I had to use Bandicam for the game, or for just the regular gameplay, because the colors got all funky. But they didn't do that when I recorded through Kega Fusion for this ending. So you're not seeing the frame rate number or whatever that was at the bottom left. But yeah, after the conclusion of this, we will see a whole bunch of tricks that you can do. There was a time attack, where you can try to get your best possible time on every single zone in the game. And if you have a particularly good time on that, you can unlock some new things. You can get a new thing called DA Garden, in which you can see like a picture of the planet, and you can rotate it. There's a number of other things you can unlock with really, really good times. But that was the good ending for Sonic CD. And yeah, this was the only Sonic the Hedgehog game for the Sega CD or Mega CD. I'm pretty sure there were no Japan-only Sonic games. Yeah, just this song, just it's like the first song. The first tune I think of when I think of the Sega CD is Sonic Boom. That is the good ending, and here we get the message, "You're too cool." Now coming up is a trick. If you are idle for 3 minutes, then Sonic will get pissed off at you and give you a game over.
I'm out of here.
He says, "I'm out of here," and he just jumps to his death. Game over. That's if you don't move for 3 minutes. And now this trick here, we will see the time attack. You can also look at the amount of storage space you have on your on the RAM, and you can select any of the stages and try to beat them as quickly as you can. And if you get under 5 minutes, which is not hard to do on many of the zones, you get to put in your initials, and you can activate the sound test by pressing down, 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 left, right, and A at the title screen here. And in the sound test, there's a number of different sounds you can put in, and then press start, and you'll get something interesting happening. And this is how you activate the debug is in the sound test, and we'll look at that in a little bit. Here's here's one set of sounds that you can put in, and this makes a, I believe, makes a Japanese word appear that says Sega Enterprises as the creepy music. That was 461225 that you enter. Here, you enter 42, 3, and 1, I believe. And this makes a this makes an interesting picture of Sonic as an MC and Dr. Robotnik as a DJ. And Metal Sonic is in the picture too. Yep. Weird. And then another trick shows Sonic as a plush doll. Kind of cute. 44, 11, and 9. Oh, isn't he adorable? And then here is the debug trick. And in the sound test, you need to enter 40, 12, and 11. These are sounds and music tracks from the game that you can listen to. It says "See you next game" and takes you to the title screen. But you can start a game and you will be able to select different things to turn Sonic into. You press B to change from Sonic into an object. And then you can cycle through the different ones by pressing A repeatedly, and then you press C to place them. See, I'm leaving these boulders. And then at any time you can press B to change back into Sonic. I'm going to put some springs up here. Change back into Sonic. And there's a stage select. Press up, down, down, left, right, and B at the title screen. And you can select any single stage from the game or zone by pressing, I think it was up or down on the controller. You can even play the bonus stages. And then there's a special bonus stage you can do from the sound test. All sevens, 777, and you'll see a giant Robotnik head looming in the background. Beating this allows you to see the creators, the names of the creators of Sonic CD. And you can select programmer's top times by pressing right, right, up, up, down, and C from the start menu. See? Try to beat those times. Those are pretty good times. And even their bonus stage times. But that was Sonic CD. Game number 5 in R20 from the Sega CD series. Well, this is Crazy Clemmer saying thanks for watching Sonic CD, created in 1993 by Sega and Sonic Team. I hope to see you soon for game number 4. Take it easy, everybody. Bye-bye.